live at the end of the show, right? I don't know, this morning, I don't know what happened. Anyways, my accent always gets in the way. Anyway, looky, we getting into the, what was it, the drama segment? All right. Whew. This is my favorite part. What men look for in a woman, right? Some of y'all look for money, but what men look for in a woman that they love, that they want to spend their life with, right? That's what I'm talking about. Now, somebody you just want to, whatever, that's another subject. What men look for in a woman? Sense of humor. Men like sense of, don't get me wrong, men don't like goofy girls either. You know, that gets on their nerves. You can't be too goofy. You know, I can be funny, but I'm never goofy. I'm more serious and sometimes funny, depending on who I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Or what I'm dealing with, right? Men look for a sense of humor and someone that can laugh at their jokes or whatever. It's not even really about you as the woman. It's really about him. Even if you say something corny, be like, oh, you're so funny. You know, say right now, that was so funny. You know, they like to be, they like to feel like, you know, like they're making you happy. A man always, when he's really interested in a woman, he really wants to make sure that you're happy, right? So men look for sense of humor, and especially when it comes to themselves, right? Also, next thing, men look for confidence. Yes, men look for confidence. You know, like when you walk in a room, like when I walk in a room, I own it. You know what I'm saying? I don't walk in a room like, I walk in a room like, you know, you gotta walk in a room like you own the room, right? Like it's your room, like you were here 100 times before, even though you were never there, not even once. You gotta walk in the room confident, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of the people in it, what kind of people, black, white, Puerto Ricans, Latinos, you gotta walk in there like you own it. Now, don't walk in there like you arrogant and crazy or whatever, right? But just walk in like you own the room. Men love confident women, right? That is so attracting to a man. And let me tell you something what also men like. Red. Can you imagine walking in a room with a red dress? See, I don't wear color, but if I had to do a red event, I look good in red, all right? I look fabulous in red, let me tell you. Men love the color red. For some reason, their senses, it's like passion for them or whatever, right? But confidence, they like that. Okay, another thing they like, I guess I should say my numbers, but the next thing is number 3, independence. Independence. They love a woman that's independent. They don't like a woman that's always clingy. Where you at? You just called them an hour ago and you calling him again, right? I dated someone that I really, if I text him, it was rare. You know, I always gave him his time and he gave me my time or whatever. And you need to be independent. You can't always, you need to give him his time. You can't be clingy. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? Men look for that. Men look for independent women that got their stuff going on. Now, let me tell you something, man. Don't be slacking off either. You also got to call her to see how she's doing, whatever. I get it that you don't want a woman calling you all the time or whatever, but you also have to call her, reach out to her. You know, if you haven't heard from her all day, call her. You know what I'm saying? You haven't heard from her in a couple of days, say, hey, how you doing? Text her. You know, it shows like you're interested, you know? Okay, they like independence. So women, stop being so clingy to your guys. You know, if you want to really keep a guy, you want him to marry you, he want you, you know what I'm saying? Be independent. Let him do his thing and do your thing, right? Consistency and loyalty. All right? A man wants to look for a woman that he wants to spend his whole life with, right? And he needs to be connected and he needs to feel safe with this person. And he needs to be allowed to be himself, right? He wants a man, when a man starts telling you his feelings and how he feels and talks to you about certain things that he won't talk with nobody else or whatever, that means that he's really feeling you. If he's not really kind of talking to you, or he's not expressing certain things about his day or what happened in his life, or when he grew up, what happened to him, or he's not speaking about his family past or his family or whatever, he's not really getting emotionally involved with his feelings with you, let it go, Nana, because you're not the one, right? He wants to also feel safe. He wants to feel like, you know, with you, he doesn't have to worry about being loyalty. They men want loyal women, you know. I'm a loyal person. I'm loyal. I am loyal when I'm in love, okay? When I love somebody, I'm loyal to the T, right? So men love loyal women, and men want to feel safe with the person they with, right? All right? Attractiveness also. Men also love attractiveness and sexiness. Men, and we're not talking about beauty, face, body, curves. We're not talking about, ay, que linda, she's gorgeous or whatever, right? We're talking about sexiness, that quality that radiates, right? That magnitude that radiates, their chemistry. Like, okay, how can I explain this, right? It's like myself, right? I'm gonna keep it real, because Mighty Stars and Drama keeps it real. Like, when I'm not attracted to you, I'm an ass, right? Like, I'll talk to you rude or whatever. I'm kind of like basically attractiveness and sexiness, meaning, you know, that even though you're beautiful, you're beautiful inside, right? Like your happiness is transcending, right? Through your beauty. They want to that magnetism is given out by your attitude. You know what I'm saying? That chemistry that's given out by your attitude. Basically, that chemistry, that attitude of yours that shows positiveness, right? And another thing that men love is happiness and satisfaction. Happiness and satisfaction. Men look for this. I'm telling you, ladies, you want to grab a man. If you're not serious looking for a man, then don't worry about it. You don't need to listen to this. But happiness and satisfaction, all right? Happiness is a sexy person. Like, everyone loves the energy a happy person brings. Positive thinking. Men love that, all right? They love it. Like, have you ever been around a happy person? Like, in my good days, I can be funny as hell, right? But then I can be an ass. Like, look, I keep it real, right? I look at like, what you give me, I'm giving back, right? Anyways, like, men love happy women. Like, they smiling, they're happy. You ever been around a happy person and they make you feel good even though you're having a bad day? You want to be around happy people. You don't want to be around a person that's miserable. Now, I understand, like, sometimes you got problems, and a happy person is not always happy. Let me tell you, they're not always happy. That doesn't happen in life. Please, people are not perfect like that. They're gonna have bad days. Maybe they have a tragedy. Maybe something happened. They're not feeling themselves, you know, whatever. But men want to be around women that make them feel happy. That when they're with them, you know, like, it's not like you want to leave, right? Like, you ever go to a girl's house or you hanging with somebody, you're like, man, this is dragging. What time is it? You know, what the hell? You want to be with somebody that you have a nice time with. Like, you can stay home and cook dinner and it's fun. Or you can stay with them at their home, or do the most simplest things and it's fun. Only because they're there with you, right? So this is what men look for in a woman, right? These are the things. So they look for humor, confidence, independency, consistency, and loyalty. All right, happiness and satisfaction. They look for that too. So make sure you have that. Attractiveness and sexiness. Yeah, the beauty counts for a lot. But if you just an ass, no man is gonna want to be around you. See, I act like an ass when I'm not interested in somebody, right? I'll start acting like, you know, like, I'll push a guy away by acting like an ass. Yeah, I do it. Yeah, I do that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay with me because at the end of the day, I don't like you. I'm not feeling you. So that's the reason why, you know, I possibly acting like, you know, I don't want to be associated with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So be careful, man, because some women do that. They'll kind of act like assholes so you don't talk to them or you don't call them back, because I'm one of those women. If I don't find you attractive or I'm not feeling you, I kind of give you the cold shoulders or whatever, right? So anyway, women, if you're looking for that special guy, these are the things. My whole number one solution is be sexy, be happy, be funny. And I know there's going to be times that you don't want to deal, and then some of these men are difficult because I mean, there's some men that you just can't help or whatever. And nowadays, men are not men. They don't know how to open doors anymore. They don't know how to treat women like women. And that's why women are getting so hard when it comes to these relationships with being with these men, because they don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to treat a woman, you know, to get the same thing in return. Now, don't get me wrong. Women out here are doing the same thing men are doing. But also, women, respect yourself. If you want to be respected by a man, you have to allow yourself to be respected, right? All right? So anyway.